retiring, guys. I'll get to the point right away. I'm retiring for good. I know the process was a pretty big deal last time, so when I woke up this morning, I figured I'd just press record and let you guys know first. So I won't be long-winded. Like, you only get one super emotional retirement essay, and I used mine up last year. So really thank you guys so much, to every single one of you, for supporting me, my family, my friends, my teammates, my competitors. I could go on forever. There's too many. Thank you guys for allowing me to live my absolute dream. I wouldn't change a thing. Love you all.
You're listening to The Sizzle on Iron Skillet Radio and Iron Skillet Television.
Patrick Mahomes, right now, if he beats Jalen Hurts with the defensive roster they have, with the offensive weapons the Eagles have, if Patrick Mahomes is able to do it with that ragtag of offensive people outside of Travis Kelce, then yes, he will be the greatest quarterback of all time.
Does he have the greatest contract of all time? I cannot believe what I'm seeing. This can't be right.
What can't be right?
How much money did Patrick Mahomes sign for?
Probably kibbles and bits.
Let me look at it.
Did he get a refund?
He had a $450 million contract with $141 million guaranteed.
Okay.
With an average salary of $45 million a year.
Okay.
Yes, he's the greatest quarterback of all time. Absolutely.
So are you saying that he's not worth this
next? Who's worth $45 million?
Oh, a lot of people
in the league. I mean, look, there's so much money going on right now, which I understand why they paid it to him, but this is ridiculous. That's a lot of money. Well, $45 million.
It's not as much as Zach LaVine gets paid to do nothing.
Wow. All Zach LaVine lovers, send your email to GSizzle at info@ironskilletsports.com.
I'm just saying, man. I've seen worse NBA contracts. I've seen worse baseball contracts.
Yeah, but football is one of those weird things because you're only playing 16, 17, 18 games. Now, don't get me wrong, it's violent 16, 17, 18 games, but that is a boatload of cheddar right there, my friend.
Now, let me ask this question out of it. I'm not looking at his contract, but how much of that guaranteed money comes to Patrick?
141.
Okay. So literally the 4 is nothing. It's the 141. That's what the contract is that we're
guaranteed. So yeah. So it's yeah, whatever that is. So I mean, is he going to fulfill the whole contract? Probably not.
Are you saying that Patrick is not worth that 141?
What I'm looking at it from the standpoint is that, okay, if he's getting $45 million a year, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's got to be a third of their salary cap. What's the salary cap this year? 200,000, 210, something like that. So he's 25 to 30% of the salary cap right now.
Okay.
So are they going to be able to keep putting people around him that's going to be able to assist him in playing well? Because that's the biggest problem. That's where you saw Tom Brady really defer a lot of his money so that he can keep top players around him. It's very hard to win in this league when you don't have people to throw to. I'll find out the Chicago Bears are like that.
Well, okay, even with Tom Brady, even with deferred money, you saw all that fall apart this season for the
this season it didn't fall apart when he won the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, it fell apart this year, but it's same thing happened when he won the Super Bowl. He deferred his money, he brought everybody in, and they went out there and they got it together and they won a Super Bowl. Now, this year it fell apart, but there's a lot of stuff fell apart down there. You didn't have Gronk anymore. There's a lot of things that went wrong down there. Now, the question is with Patrick Mahomes, are they going to be able, because now them winning consistently like that. I don't think he's played a road playoff game yet since he's been in the NFL. Since they've been winning consistently like that, they're picked lower and lower and lower in the draft. At some point in time, they're not going to be able to replenish the coffers. And so when we look at Patrick Mahomes in 2 or 3 or 4 years after this run is over with, is he going to be able to sustain greatness with guys who are not top flight players at their position. Because if he doesn't have this great tight end, I mean, probably one of the best tight ends to play of all time, playing with him right now, if he doesn't have this release valve for him that nobody can seem to guard, all of a sudden you got Cole Kmet playing tight end for you. Does that change the dynamic?
Wait a minute. Cole Kmet is being held as one of the better players on the Bears and an up-and-coming piece by several pundits now that's saying he's one of the guys. Amazingly, how things change in a year. Last year, he was a bum. 2 years ago, he was a bum. Now, he's a must-have.
Are we comparing Cole Kmet to Travis Kelce?
No, we're just saying that you said that Cole Kmet is there are a lot worse tight ends in the league.
And I wasn't saying Cole Kmet was that bad. I'm saying if you have a Cole Kmet playing tight end for the Chiefs instead of Travis Kelce, right?
Well, okay.
Now, hold on. Let me finish your thought. Let me finish your thought. Okay. So now you have a guy who's unguardable at the tight end position, which he is. So obviously you got a guy who is guardable at the tight end position. You don't have that safety valve for Patrick Mahomes. Now he's got to look elsewhere. Is his quarterback play going to suffer? I'm going to say yes, it is.
Oh yeah, I think if you take any talent away from somebody, it's going to suffer.
Absolutely, that's why I'm saying. So a contract that large is going to that hit to the cap. It's going to be hard to keep getting quality players to come over there and play with the Chiefs. We're going to probably see them fall off in the next 2, 3, 4 years. I mean, this is a big run right here, but we're going to start seeing them fall off. That talent's not going to stay there.
Well, I guess unless you got people who want to come and play with you, unless your name is LeBron, that's the only way you keep talent around you at all times.
Look how well that worked out.
I
was watching them today. They don't, LeBron. Can we ask a LeBron question right now? Since we'll come back to Patrick Mahomes.
So are you saying that Patrick Mahomes is equal to LeBron James?
No. I got a LeBron question. I got 2 minutes on LeBron.
Okay.
So when LeBron becomes the all-time leading scorer of all time, is he the GOAT?
If he wants to be called that.
No. I'm asking you, is he the GOAT?
Come on there, buddy.
Is he? I mean, look
at the face.
And both I can't see the face, sir. I'm staring with my brown eyes into this light that I'm blinded by right now. I'm like, I can't see. But anyway, does this put? I mean, okay, let's ask a question. All right, because of LeBron's longevity,
okay,
and we know he's always in the GOAT conversation, regardless of whatever's going on. He's always in the GOAT conversation. This is no small feat to become the all-time leading scorer in the NBA. Does that vault him ahead of Michael Jordan?
No. Not in the minds of those who don't want him vaulted in ahead of Michael Jordan. No.
What about your mind? What about your mind?
Oh God, no! You know it never would. There's nothing you could say to me unless LeBron ends up winning the next 15 championships.
Wow!
He becomes president of the United States and revives Tony, and then comes back and becomes a master DJ. No.
Tony has done it again.
That's right.
Good. Yeah.
Well, that's how I'd have to feel to just no.
Yeah. So
I didn't grow up as a LeBron.
You weren't a LeBroner?
No. LeBron came way after. By the time I was an old man in decision. I was like, nope, Jordan for me or nothing. Jordan, and then I know people like it's Oscar Robinson or nothing. Who is this kid? Michael who? Michael Jordan sucks. I was like, oh, okay, but no, it's nothing. LeBron has been in the league, 20 years?
Oh, almost, yeah. Close to it. Yeah. So interesting. Just interesting. Anyway, back to Patrick Mahomes. Now he's making
I got a question for you.
Sure.
If Patrick Mahomes wins this Super Bowl coming up,
yeah,
does that make him better than Dan Marino? I'm trying to think of even John Elway.
I'll say he's better than Dan Marino. I'll say he's better than Dan Marino without winning a championship. I've already said with Dan Marino that he was the greatest quarterback without a championship. But I think Patrick Mahomes is better than Dan Marino right now. Dan Marino could never get the ball off like Patrick Mahomes. He had the quickest release in there, but he just didn't have the mobility that Mahomes has. And Mahomes does things that literally nobody can do. I mean, he shovel passes when you're not supposed to be shovel passing, underhand throwing the ball, slinging it like he's a shortstop. I mean, his arm angles are incredible. And where he's able to put the ball at, his hand-eye coordination is amazing. Absolutely amazing. And then his arm strength. And he can throw the ball nearly 60 miles an hour. I mean, Mahomes has the whole entire package. And he's tough.
Let's go back to something you said earlier, just to come back around. How long is this Travis Kelce thing going to last? I mean, because he looks like he's getting slower. I mean, the hits are taking their toll. There's some things he's coming off the line a lot slower. You're like, I could catch him right about now.
Well, you might see a guy who might be hanging up his cleats at the end of what's his contract? Let's look at his contract first. Let me see Travis. Let me see his contract.
How much older is his brother than Travis?
I don't know. I know they're very, very close though.
Okay. And their mom will go down in history and lore as the first mother to have a son on opposing Super Bowl teams. Good work.
Okay.
So let's look at this with Travis.
What's he making? $7 million.
That's it.
He's making $11 million. We earned a base salary $11 million, roster bonus of $750,000. Carrier cap hit of $14 million. He has $20 million guaranteed coming to him. So
he's 33.
Yeah. So he's got a good amount coming to him for a tight end.
Okay.
So let's look and see here what we got.
And the brother is 35.
Okay. So
could this be the last year for both the Kelce brothers?
That's possible. I mean, sometimes you just want to go home. I mean, they made what is his contract? What is his contract up to? That's a question. I'm trying to find that. When did he sign this? He signed a 4-year, $57 million contract, including $22 million guaranteed. What is it? In 20, Kelce will earn a base salary. Didn't say when he signed his contract. When did he sign his contract? 2020?
Okay.
Must be 2020 when he signed that contract.
Okay.
So he might be cruising. He might have one more to go, and that's it. It's a 4-year, $57 million, $20 million, some odd million guaranteed.
Okay. You look at it, back to your question, when it comes to, as long as you've got Travis Kelce and you've got Mahomes, I think you've got a formidable duo with the two.
Yeah, well, again, but we're looking at a 33-year-old tight end. At some point in time, that's going to stop, probably after next year. So now, I mean, and there's always guys coming. Don't get me wrong. There's always new tight ends being developed. I mean, you can't develop another guy, but it's very seldom you get these guys running in your back-to-back like that. Tight ends are really difficult to find in the NFL. The Kittles of the world and stuff like that are very difficult to find.
And the Eagles are going to have to do a lot. They're going to have to throw a lot of bodies out at him. CJ Gardner, Johnson's going to have to play. He's going to have a whirlwind game if you're talking about containing Kelce.
We're going to take Travis Kelce out of the game plan.
Okay.
Run the football and beat us, or Patrick Mahomes, you got to sit in the pocket and throw it downfield. Okay. We're not going to let you hit us up this seam route and kill us 2 yards outside the numbers, where I got my safety and my cornerback trying to figure out who's got him in that quarter zone, right? I'm not taking my nickel back and lock it up on him where he's just going to body us up and just eat us up for 6 or 7 yards a catch, and I'm not going to definitely put a linebacker on him. And Kelce's just going to shake and bake him and take him up the seam. He's going to be out of there. So I mean, you got to pick your poison with Kelsey, but you're gonna just have to take him away. There's no way you got to take this. You got to make Patrick Mahomes feel like you ever when it's cold and you wake up at night and it's cold outside and you wonder why you so cold and you figure out you to kick your cover on the ground. You know what I'm saying? It's like you up there just in your skeevies, just freezing. You know.
I thought you were about to break out into some Bobby Womack for a moment.
Some Bobby Womack?
Yeah, I thought you were going to say, when it's cold outside.
You must be older than me. I don't even know any Bobby Womack song.
Whose Kels are you holding?
Wow.
I thought that's what you were going to say. I thought it was when you said kick off the covers. Okay, I didn't know what we were getting ready to talk about next.
That's not Sizzle After Dark, sir.
We keep teasing.
You know, I don't even know. I don't even know what Sizzle After Dark would even sound like. It's true. Like, oh my God, can we say that on the radio?
No,
I don't know. Filth and flarin all over the place.
Oh, be a lot of filth and a lot of flarin. So, okay, let's break it down very quickly. So you got some matchups going on. We just talked about Travis Kelce and then Travis Kelce. Whatever. We talked about he and the Philadelphia secondary. We've got to talk about that Chiefs line holding up against Hassan Reddick. We just said Ndamukong Suh. You got boys who come up and hit, and they blitz. They do a lot of blitzing, and you've got a gimpy Patrick Mahomes. What is that line? What does it have to do to really keep them at bay?
We saw what a gimpy Patrick Mahomes can do. He's going to check the ball down and get it out of his hands. So it's going to be a lot of West Coast football going on. That they're going to be playing a lot of slants, a lot of sluggos, a lot of dropping stuff into the seams. Are you going to see the Eagles come down and try to lock up in man and blitz? You know, like you said, hey, we're going to lock up in man on the outside, and we're going to send people up the A gap and try to get to Patrick Mahomes. We've seen Patrick Mahomes though being able to handle that pretty well. You know, unless somebody comes up there and steps on Patrick Mahomes' leg, Ndamukong Suh, unless we see somebody actually doing that, Ndamukong Suh, that possibly Mahomes is going to be in a much better position than what he was his last game after coming off after 6 days. He's going to have 13 days of treatment on this, so he should be pretty much ready to go.
Well, I think as long as you get Hassan Reddick in check somewhere, you got one of those linemen has to take on that task of locking him up. But then on the flip side, we don't talk a lot about the Chiefs' defense, even though solid defenders, very good defenders. But Jay, if you're the Chiefs, who are you more concerned with? Are you more concerned with A.J. Brown, Devonta Smith, or are you concerned with Jalen Hurts becoming a runner in this game?
Yes, all the above. No, I'm really I'm really concerned about Jalen Hurts, to be honest with you. Okay. I'm keeping Jalen Hurts in the pocket. I'm making him beat us in the pocket. I'm putting a spy on Jalen Hurts, and we're not running. Because the one thing Jalen Hurts is not 4-4. He don't have 4-4. So we're going to put somebody on him. And hopefully we get a chance to tattoo him a couple of times because he likes to run and he doesn't like to slide too often. So, you know, he's a big guy who has something to prove. So, you know, this is a guy who probably should maybe have to throw the ball 35 times from the pocket. We need to get him. We need to get him throwing the rock. We need to get him throwing the rock. That's what we need to do. So we need to come down there and say, Jalen, beat us in the air. Because like I said, I mean, he so much reminds me of Dak Prescott. You know, is he going to give up those big interceptions? You know, is he that guy? We're going to find out. Now, if he comes and plays a great game, I'll take my hat off to him. I'm hoping that he plays well and the Eagles are in it right at the end. You know, because I'm pretty sure Patrick Mahomes is going to play well. He's just that guy. But we got to see if Jalen Hurts has got to match Patrick Mahomes. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah. I haven't seen it yet, and maybe you have. I haven't seen him have a Dak Prescott game. I mean, he's had some that weren't great, but I haven't seen him have a Dak game.
We've only seen this Jalen Hurts really for the last
17
3/4 of the
games.
season. Yeah.
Yeah.
3/4 of this. And there was a point in time he wasn't great earlier in the year, too. So, I mean, we've only really seen this guy at some point in time. I mean, when do you come back to the mean?
Mhm.
You know, are we you know, and then now you got a team that's got 2 weeks to prepare for you. So you're going to have to throw some wrinkles in there that you haven't thrown all year. You know, and is that going to mess you up? You know how they always toss in a play or two, or you run in a formation a la the Dallas Cowboys when they had that nonsense they threw out there when they had number 21 hiking the football. That was that is probably the worst play I've ever seen in the NFL. That is the worst play I've ever seen.
Well, okay. So from the worst play, let's talk about something in the Super Bowl that'll be a great play.
Okay.
Jay, the halftime lineup is here.
Yeah.
Entertainment for the Super Bowl is here. It's
Riri.
going to be headlined by Grammy Award winning Rihanna. There's going to be a pregame anthem sung by Chris Stapleton.
That's good.
There's going to be
Tennessee Whiskey.
the American the Beautiful by Babyface. And Cheryl Lee Ralph is going to perform Lift Every Voice and Sing.
Wow, they're pulling out everything. They might as well have somebody do the MLK speech. I mean, I've been to the mountaintop, and we're going to see the Super Bowl. You know, they might just come on with it.
I'm not gonna.
It's Black History Month, ain't it? We might as well just bust it on out.
Look here, man.
And my
You already know that February is the greatest month of all time.
Oh, of course
it's the greatest month on the calendar. And if you're telling me that you're going to have Cheryl Lee Ralph doing Lift Every Voice and Sing.
Lift every voice and sing. Yes.
Yes. Until her earth and heaven ring. Then I think it should ring out with harmonies. And I think that at this point, we should have Al Sharpton doing renditions of Dr. Martin Luther King's speeches.
Can we ask a question now?
Yes.
Most of that crowd is not going to be African American. Okay. So nobody's going to be singing along with her. And it's a Black national anthem. Okay. That's right. Okay. When has that song ever come on and you didn't stop and sing it?
Never.
Every time. I don't care what you're doing. Lift every voice. Lift every voice. You have no idea what the second stanza is, but you're going to keep singing it.
Everybody knows what the second stanza is, Jay. Everybody knows. Everybody that was in choir. If you were in gospel choir, you were in choir.
We all were in choir, sir.
Concert choir.
We weren't in there.
You had to know. Oh my goodness.
We weren't in there.
And shout out to one of the better choir directors I had. I'll say this. Mr. Banks, when I was at Knoxville College, KC stand up. Listen, man, we traveled. We did the HBCU thing. And we performed at the Alex Haley farm. And I remember I thought, hey, we're not going to be able to sing this same kind of like with Shirley Ralph, because I was like, we don't have the accompaniment for the song. I was wrong. Everybody knew the beat. Everybody knew the timing. Everybody knew the harmony. It was Lift Every Voice and Sing.
So,
and everybody sang it. Even the non-melanated people in the corner who just wanted to be around the brothers.
You're going to have 70,000 people in that stands, and about 30 of them are going to know the song.
Yeah, well, that's true. That's true. But they may put the words on the Jumbotron.
They still won't know how to sing them. They'll be trying to rap it. Lift every voice. They'll have Chris. Why don't they have Chris Stapleton jump out and sing that song? Why not?
You know what? At this point, I'm going to ask this one question, though.
Sure.
Are you excited about Rihanna?
Riri. Who's not excited about Riri? Who's not excited about Riri? The return of Riri. Billionaire Rihanna. Shout out to making it happen in your life. Shout out, Riri.
Look.
I mean, she came in there, and she was just had a little talent and supposed to be a little piece of eye candy. Next thing we know, she's $1 billion. She's $1 billion. You know, it's amazing. 2 billion. I think she's worth like 2 billion. She's worth a lot of money.
Okay.
You don't sound excited about that.
I am. Not only am I excited, I am just like, I am okay. That's all. What more can I say? Like, she walks in the room, you're just like, okay. Yes. Okay. You don't know. Do I call her ma'am? Lady President, Grammy Award? What do you call her?
Riri.
I'm not calling her any Riri. I'm not
Riri.
calling any grown woman Riri.
She's Riri. She's good.
No.
Rihanna's good.
I'm not gonna do Riri. Do you have to call her Miss Rihanna? Like the kids now. Do I have to call her Miss Rihanna? Or
Yeah, you know what?
Does she even have a last name?
I've just always known her as Rihanna. I've never known her as anything else. I wonder if she's gonna play Ponder Replay. Ponder Replay. I wonder if she's gonna play that.
I don't know.
I hope she'll break out something new at the Super Bowl. Nobody knows it.
All right, so we should start with the side betting now. I got the over under that Drake makes one appearance.
Just shows up, pops up out of nowhere.
Yes, and just jumps on a song with her. Just for no reason, Drake comes out of nowhere.
Drizzy on the beat. He does get on everybody's beat, though.
Drizzy's on the beat. Now, take the over under. Does Will Smith get a cameo?
Does he come in there and smack somebody else? Just come in there.
No, man, he's the Philly kid. No, man, he ain't.
That should be his calling card. I just come out there smacking people.
Hey, shout out to Will Smith and to Martin Lawrence. Big ups. Props to them. The announcement of Bad Boys 4.
47. They're going to keep doing these because nobody else will let Will Smith work right now.
He had a really good for Black History Month. He had a really good movie about it. Really was about Dred Scott, but he had a real
but you know what? It didn't get a lot of play, and it was just one of those situations too. I mean, it's a movie that needed to be made, but a lot of people don't want to watch it. You know, because it wasn't. There's not a whole lot of the drama's already in it. Most people don't even know about. And don't really care about that event. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people push that under the rug. They don't want to talk about slavery too much.
Right. It's a quiet topic.
Yeah.
So listen, Jay, you know how we do, man. Well, let's hit a little 5 and 5 real quick. We're just gonna run through them. We don't even have to, but you know, I don't know, man. Should we just run through it? I don't know.
I can't run no more. So go ahead, go.
What? No, we're not gonna. Nah. All right, 5 and 5, Jay. Yeah. Taking the over under. Tom Brady retires.
No, absolutely. I'm taking. Is it over? Is it over? Yes or no?
Over, yes or no? Sizzle or fizzle? That's sizzle or fizzle.
That's a fizzle. Tom Brady's not retiring.
Okay.
He left his wife for football. This is new boo. We gonna make this work, girl. Me and you. I don't want you around me every day. I left my wife for you. Nobody told you to do that. I got put the other man already. Tom Brady. Matter of fact, I'm going out with Patrick Mahomes now.
Okay, that's it. All right. The sizzle or fizzle. Aaron Rodgers gets traded from the Packers.
Ew, wow. Sizzle, I think he's gone.
Wow, really?
I think they'll figure a way out of there. There's nothing left there. There's nothing left. He's gone. Oh yes. It's over. He's gotta go. You know what? He cut his hair too. He looks decent now.
Oh, he did?
He's got that weird, he don't have that weirdness hanging out one side of it, whatever that was.
That side mullet.
Yeah, no, he had regular dude going on right now. I think he's trying to walk into somebody's GM office and not look crazy.
Okay. I get it. Yeah. Sizzle or fizzle. The Ravens signed Lamar Jackson to a long-term contract.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I say that's a sizzle. They're going to sign him. I don't think they want to though. I think they're just going to have to because they're a fan base and they don't have another choice. Yeah, I don't think they want to do it.
Okay. I mean, I can understand. Yeah. All right. Well, All right. Another sizzle and fizzle.
Yeah.
The Giants retained Saquon Barkley.
Who wants him?
Well, there are some reports that say the Bears.
Who? Of course. Anybody but the Bears. I mean, and look, Saquon, love him as a back. He's too muscular, number one, right? He's injury prone, number two, and backs are a dime a dozen now. It don't matter. If you got a good offensive line, this is not the 1980s of football anymore. I mean, your best players on the team. Remember beforehand, your quarterbacks were like your quarterback, but your running back was a dude.
Mm-hmm.
Now your running back is just a dude.
Your running back is just, hey, dude.
Yep.
That's all his name is.
Yeah.
So, all right. Last sizzle or fizzle on this one, man. Brock Purdy beats out Jimmy Garoppolo.
Absolutely
and
not.
Trey Lance as the starting QB for the 49ers.
It's over. It's over. That was it. Cinderella run. Hope he signed a contract. That's over.
You don't want to see Purdy do the McPurdy dance?
Is that arm going to come back?
What you saying? He's dead already? He said it's over, huh?
Not all. Hey, look, those throwing arms, those that's not no guarantee that's going to come back. That's not guaranteed. I mean, he's going to get a shot in the league in a few plays. He'll play good backup somewhere, but I don't know if he's going to be the starting quarterback.
So out of those three, who do you say is the starting quarterback for the 49ers?
Jimmy G.
What are they going to do with Trey Lance?
What's Trey Lance going to do? See, Trey Lance needs to come up with it. Is he worthy of that pick? Because this is not a we're gonna sit you for 5 years league and let you develop anymore. I mean, you saw Patrick Mahomes was able to sit most of his first year and develop, but it ain't like that no more. They expect you to, especially with those high picks, they expect you to come in and play.
Yeah. You're gonna have to do something. You're gonna have to really come in and do something. But all right, Jay, let's get to our last topic. Topic. We saved the best for last, and
is it really the best?
Not really, but I just want to say that. Sean Payton is now the Denver Broncos head coach. The Broncos have had to give up some stuff to get him. Is Sean Payton worth what the Broncos gave up for him to become head coach?
No. I mean, he's a great organizer and stuff like that. I mean, is he going to have the prime effect like at Colorado? I don't think so. Is anybody running to go play quarterback for Sean Payton? I mean, he's still got Russell Wilson there. I mean, that's one problem you have to deal with. The Broncos are a shell of what they used to be. No, I think they needed a splash. They needed to get somebody in there who had name recognition, so they brought him in. They're buying time because who knows what's going to happen with Russell Wilson.
Right. Well, Denver sent out a 2023 first round pick they got from San Francisco, which will be 30 overall. And in 2024, they sent out a second round pick and their own third round pick in 2024. So they sent out
that's a lot. Why do you have to send all that? So who do you have to send all this to?
They had to send all that to New Orleans. So
because he was still under contract over there?
Yeah. He's still
I don't know. I think I left him over there for that. I'm not giving up all that.
Well, it's funny because that who they really were trying to get. Word on the street was that they were trying to get DeMeco Ryans, right? And DeMeco Ryans said, nah, that's cool. I'm good, though. I'm going to Houston.
Rappaport said that they were waiting for Rhymes to make his decision before they decided to take the former Saints leader. So that's a lot to give up, though. The Saints, though, I don't know if I'd have paid that much. I don't think I'd have paid that much to get a coach in there like that.
I'm just asking. I've seen a lot of people, and who am I to poo-poo on anybody's team? But why is everybody so happy in Houston, Texan land that you got DeMeco Ryans?
I don't know, because their glory days is about done. What's that? TJ Watt, AJ Watt? Who's that over there? He ain't coming back no more.
No, Houston is so bad right now. Well,
Yeah, absolutely.
TJ Watt's retiring from Arizona, so I guess
Whatever.
it's JJ. I'm sorry.
JJ.
TJ is in
Yeah, what in Watts?
Pittsburgh.
There's a whole bunch of them.
Yeah, it's Watt. But I'm just so you got Matt Wright who's become the new Panthers head coach because of his ties to the Panthers from being a player there, and okay, he's gonna go back there, I guess. So now you've got the head coaching position, and I think you've only got like 2 more vacancies open. And man, shout out to you and your beard. The J Sizzle beard is looking coiffed and is looking.
Yeah, I had to get the homeless disheveled look off. You know what I'm saying? I went there today. I said, Cam. He said, yeah. I said, come on, man. I get my beard cut 2 days later. I look like I'm panhandling. I'm like, we gotta cut this down, man. Because it was running amok.
It's a lot going on out here. I see a lot of comments. I see people. Let me throw this one out there. I'm gonna throw one out there just so that the people can see the foolishness we have to go through on a daily basis. So okay. So the Packers would look worse than the Bears without Rodgers. These are the things. Okay, is this what we've got to go through? Is this the tomfoolery we have to go through?
Tom ain't even foolery no more. He sent Joe foolery on now. Tom's not even dealing with our nonsense over in Chicago. Joe foolery is saying, hey, Ryan Pauls, you need to make this happen, because if we don't make this happen, boy, we are stinky poo-poo for a long time.
Here's another one. Okay, so the problem isn't Wilson, it's the failure of the talent around him. How much more talent do you want around Russell Wilson? That's all.
No, it's the failure of Wilson. He's too long in the game right now. He's too long in the game right now. All right, and they brought him in with all that fanfare. He needed to make that happen. He had enough talent when he signed up. He had choices. You can't use that one. You let that implode over there, sir.
I'm just saying, look, man, if you're gonna be that guy, right, and you want to be the man, you got to be the man.
That's what Ric Flair said.
You got to be the man.
You're gonna be the man. You got to beat the man. That's what he said.
So I'm just saying, man, if you're gonna be the guy and you're gonna talk all this talk, you talk all that good stuff, Mr. Sierra, you're gonna have to bring it, baby.
And Sierra's like, you brought me over here for this?
Okay. One last toss-up. Yeah. Who would you rather hear in the Super Bowl?
Oh, I thought
Sierra or Rihanna?
Holy smokes. I thought you were ready to say something really wow.
No. Rihanna performance, Sierra performance.
Okay, let's think about that one now.
Okay.
Because Sierra can break out, the 1-2 step and a few other things that would sort of get it bouncing. Riri, you got Ponder Replay. What else is a Riri favorite?
I don't have. I wasn't a Riri.
I was just getting ready to say that. What another song Riri really made?
I wasn't a. I don't know. She did a lot of
features.
Hey, what's the over under that maybe Jay-Z shows up?
Oh, well, okay. So you got Riri. We got Umbrella, right? Umbrella.
Ella.
Ponder Replay. And after that, Diamonds. What else? Love the Way You Lie. That was always a good one. That's when she was being set on fire. Let's see. I'm trying to think of the rest of it.
Set on fire.
Rude Boy. Remember that?
Oh, yeah, I remember.
Love the Way You Lie. That was 2010.
Yeah. Okay.
When you got the beds, all that burning over there, there's a lot of stuff going on with that movie.
Maybe that's why the minister said when he got to hell, he heard Riri music.
Wow, is that what he said?
Yes, he said he had a dream. He went to hell, and then the choir was singing Rihanna music to torture you.
Did you know Rihanna is to torture? Do you know Rihanna? That's actually her name.
Oh,
that's actually her name. That's her middle name, Rihanna.
Wow,
did not know that because normally they make them up.
Yeah, well, I know one thing that was made up. The fact that you tried to keep bringing in doggone out of all the people in the world, how are you gonna just keep bringing up a man that only had one good year in Miami? I'm not. He had one good year.
Dan Marino's great.
Dan Marino wasn't better than
great.
Okay, I'm not
great. You just Billy. Oh no. My goodness. Dan
Yeah.
Marino, are you kidding me with the locks flowing out the back of the helmet? Come on now. Don't hate, appreciate.
Appreciate what? What am I supposed to be appreciating?
Dan Marino's great, man.
Oh my goodness.
They say Riri's only 5'8". I don't believe it. I think she's taller than that.
That's pretty tall. I thought she was like 5'4". I didn't know.
Oh no, she's taller than that.
Okay. So all right. It's gonna be Riri and okay. Well,
I guarantee you she's gonna do it. You know what I don't like in the Super Bowl? Why do they have to do a medley of songs? Why don't they just do two and just bump them out? You know, why don't you do Ponder Replay and do Umbrella or something? You know what I'm saying?
Because you can't get other people in then to do feature. Because I'm taking the over on a Jay-Z appearance.
Jay-Z, maybe so. I don't know though. I don't know if Sasha Fierce is gonna let that happen.
I'll take the over that you'll see of Sasha Fierce. I'll take that.
That's possible. I can see her jumping. Could you see her and Riri out there with a dance off?
Bruh, can you imagine? Listen, make some money, prop bet, take the over that there's gonna be a Sasha Fierce sighting at the Super Bowl.
If she shows up now, because she will take over the show, no doubt about that.
Listen, and you know who else is going to take over the show? We do every Saturday. You know we do. WGVE 88.7 FM. You can catch us on live stream, you can catch us anywhere that you find our information. That's right. Look for tomorrow. We're going to have another episode of the weekend show. We're going to have the episode up Thursday. We're going to have some cut up stuff for you. We're going to have a lot of stuff for you. And if you didn't get your information about how to get your money on, how to build your wealth, then listen, you need to go back and listen to the podcast, go back, watch the show, listen, figure out how to get that going. Shout out to all of my people because, man, we had a hot show. We had a really hot show. And if you didn't hear it, God forgive you. God forgive you.
Wow.
God forgive you.
Bless
God forgive you. You need to listen. I'm serious. If you didn't hear Tiffany McCaskill and you didn't learn anything, then you got to learn how to earn. You got to figure out how to leverage in your untapped future.
Absolutely.
That's all I'm gonna say. You got to leverage it. Leverage. Is there a song? Is there a Rihanna song to that?
Probably. Yeah.
Okay.
Man down.
Okay. Well, you know who it is. You know what it is. He's J Sizzle. I'm G Sizzle. And listen, we'll see you again. And until that time, keep it sizzly, my friend.